Okay, I'm getting ready to start my engine. Haven't ran it in a long time, and it's not good to let diesel engines sit, so charge the battery up and see what happens. Hi.
How you doing?
Good, how you doing?
Good. You switched sides, we see.
Yes, I did.
Not bad on the other side.
It's easier for me to get in and out. My companionway's on the side over here. Yeah. Can you see if I got water coming out down there?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not, are you going out?
No, I'm just running the engine. I gotta run it.
Oh boy, she's running.
It's running. Purrs like a kitten.
How you doing?
Good, how you doing?
Perkins?
Yeah, a little bit of blue smoke. Okay, I got it running. I got the prop spinning. It's not good to run a diesel engine without a load on it. So, got a little blue smoke, but that's normal for this boat. It smokes a little blue. Not too bad. time. Running in reverse. Smoking still. This is a zinc that I hang over the side for the rudder post. Connected to the rudder post to protect it from galvanic corrosion. Okay, I'm getting ready to hook the garden hose up. So the white hose is going to connect to that green hose, which goes into the water system, cooling system of my boat. And so I'm going to flush out the salt water now out of the engine with fresh water. This is the previous owner set this boat up to do this, so I just continuing the practice of flushing out the engine with fresh water. The engine has no zincs, the heat exchanger, both the cooling and for the engine and the oil heat exchangers have no zincs. So he always flushed it out, so I'm just going to continue doing the same thing.
Exhaust went dry.
Okay, I needed to crank it up.
Pretty sure your exhaust was blowing water before.
It was. Okay, tell me if you see it.
Slow drip. Solid stream.
Good.
Small.
Whoa. Is it good?
You want a little more.
More? Oh, duh. I forgot to turn this other valve on. Okay. Water. Yeah, I forgot to turn the other valve on in the boat.
Oh boy.
And so, yeah, well, it was blowing out some white smoke and that wasn't good, but I I think it was just because it was hot.
Yeah.
So I blew the top off of my strainer, so I got to go put that back together. Okay. Better. Okay, well, running the engine started out good. Yeah, I just ran the engine, and everything went well up until I went to flush out the cooling system with fresh water. And the previous owner had attached a hose to the cooling system so he could run fresh water through the cooling system and flush out the salt water. And so I always do it as well since I bought the boat. The engine heat exchanger and the oil heat exchanger has no zincs, and they never had zincs, and they were never intended to have zincs, and which is probably a good thing, because my other boat that I had did have zincs in the heat exchangers, and they just crumble and cause a mess inside the heat exchanger. So he would flush the engine out with fresh water every time he ran the engine, and so I do the same. And but I had a little incident. My neighbor next door here noticed that when I started the freshwater flush, that there was no water coming out exhaust, and I was trying to figure out why is that? It should be coming out. And so I kept turning the hose pressure up, and still no water, and I was totally baffled about it. And so I went back down into the boat and realized I forgot to turn the valve on that connects the fresh water to the cooling system. So there's a valve inside the boat. I forgot all about it, turning it on. And so there was no water running through the engine while the engine was running. So the engine started to get hot. And luckily I didn't run it too long like that. I kept running back and forth to the back of the boat to see if water was coming out, and there was no water. And I'd go and turn the faucet up more and still no water. And so finally, when I figured it out, I went ahead and shut the engine off, and I turned the valve on and started the engine back up, and a bunch of white smoke started blowing out of the engine. And that's the worst thing you want to see on a diesel engine is white smoke. That usually means that you've blown a head gasket, or the head's cracked, or the worst thing is the block is cracked. And so it freaked me out pretty good. But so when I finally got the fresh water running through the engine, I had turned the hose pressure up too high, and I blew the cap off of my water strainer, and it sits above the engine. It sits like between the engine and the transmission, and so the water was gushing all over inside my boat. Luckily, it was just inside the engine box and not all over the furniture. And but at any rate, I got it all figured out. I got the strainer cap back on and got the pressure adjusted, and I went ahead and flushed it out and ran it quite a while with the fresh water run through it, about maybe 30 minutes. And because I was just really worried, the white smoke did go away. And the reason for the white smoke was that the exhaust got really hot without water going through it. And then when I started to start adding the fresh water through the system, the exhaust was so hot that it caused white smoke, and it was just steam is all it was. And so that cleared up, and the engine ran fine, and it ran for about 30 minutes, and it ran good.